Questions 1 through 6. Listen as a student consults with his advisor.
Hi, Brad. Thanks for coming in.
No problem. What did you want to see me about?
Well, I saw your mid-semester grade report, and there was something of a problem on it.
You mean my history class?
Yes, exactly. You do understand that there's a problem in your history class, don't you? What is the problem? You're doing fairly well in your other classes, but in history you're, frankly, not doing very well at all. Your grades in your other classes show that you're capable of doing good work. What's the problem in history?
Well, history's so early in the morning.
It's at 9 o'clock. That's not so early.
It seems early to me.
So set your alarm clock. This brings up a question, by the way. You do get up and go to history class, don't you?
Usually.
Usually? Since it's a class you're not doing well in, you should be there all the time.
I'll try.
And take a seat in the front of the class, near the professor, so you can get involved in the class.
But it's such a big class. You have to get there early to get a seat in the front.
Well, maybe you should try getting there early.
I'll try.
And get there early for every class.
I'll try that too.
Now, is that your only problem in the class, that you miss class sometimes and get there late other times?
No, not exactly.
What else is a problem?
Well, I didn't do too well on the exam.
And what was your problem, do you think?
I studied for the exam, I really did. But there were a lot of questions on the exam that weren't in the class textbook, in the chapters that were covered on the exam. At least half the questions on the exam weren't from the book.
Do you understand why?
I think there must have been a lot of questions from the lectures, stuff that wasn't covered in the text.
Are you sure?
No, but I think so.
Well, maybe you should check with the professor and find out if that's the case.
Okay.
And if it is, maybe you should concentrate on taking good notes during the lectures.
Okay.
And of course, you should be in class all the time to take good notes.
That's for sure.
Okay, so check back with me in a couple of weeks and let me know how you're handling this.
I'll do
Number
that.
1. Why does the advisor want to talk with the student? Number 2. What problems does the student have? Number 3. Listen again to part of the passage. Then answer the question.
This brings up a question, by the way. You do get up and go to history class, don't you?
Usually.
Usually?
What does the advisor mean when she says this?
Usually?
Number 4. How does the advisor seem to feel about the student's responses? Number 5. Which of these does the advisor recommend? Number 6. What can be concluded from the conversation?